Welcome to The Man in the Middle. I am your host, Bill West. Today we're going to be talking about the last episode of The Mandalorian. But before we get there, if you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Uh, Before we get to the last episode, let's go through the season. I'm not going to go episode by episode, but I'm going to talk about some high points and some unfortunate low points. We finally get to see Mandalore. We get to see the remains of Mandalore. I would like to know how the Mandalorians pissed off the Empire so bad that they had to glass the world. That's something I'd like to see in a comic book or a novel, or something to explain why the Mandalorians had to be eradicated the way they were. I mean, they sort of covered it when Bo-Katan explained that she surrendered to the Empire. But why? What happened? I would like to know this. Because it's sort of uh, I think uh, uh, goes against what was shown in the Clone Wars and Rebels. But maybe I'm wrong. But that's how it feels to me. It was, like I said, it was nice seeing Mandalore. It was nice seeing a living, well, glimpsing a living mythosaur. Uh, I like seeing Katie Sackhoff playing Bo-Katan. It's again, and it was nice seeing her kick some ass this season. So it's Uh, also, some things that I enjoyed was no, I don't. The fight against the Mandalorians and the pirates. That was a cool episode. Maybe not the whole episode was cool, but the fight was cool. Getting rid of the pirates. I liked how the New Republic officer, after he wasn't getting any help from the New Republic, he went to the Mandos. Uh, I like how Bo-Katan became more or less a child of the Watch after she saved the kid. I think it was after that, you know, and how she was told that you know she too could take the creed, and she was like, "I'm not a child," but she said, "Have you taken your helmet off? Since you returned from. Did you bathe in the waters, the living waters of the Mandalore?" And she said, "Yes." "Have you taken your helmet off?" No. She goes, "Then you too are a child of the Watch." That was the uh, the bummer of the season. I'm going to say, unfortunately, the same as everybody else. The episode where Jack Black and Bizzo and Christopher Lloyd, that whole episode. The episode itself wouldn't have been a bad episode if you'd gotten rid of those three actors. I love Christopher Lloyd. I've loved him ever since Taxi, but he's putting on age. He's just getting old. He's time for him to retire. He shouldn't be getting all kinds of payments from other stuff he's done. Jack Black was a joke, and so was Lizzo. The chasing the robot because the robots have been doing something. Other robots have been doing something bad. Was a serviceable storyline. I liked how the robots or the droids in the bar said, we want to find out who's doing this too because they're ruining our uh, they're ruining our reputation. We lived literally to serve humanity because humanity is, you know, are is somewhat weak and their lives go by so fast. But it's our job to serve them. And then the fight between I think it was Axe Wolves and Bo-Katan for the leadership of the Mandalorians. That was a cool fight. It was interesting to see, uh, kicks with the rocket pack and you know headbutts with the rocket pack, things like that, where they're fighting in 3 dimensions rather than just on the ground. Carl Weathers is always uh, it's good to see him, and I was happy to see him. At the first episode, I think it was the first episode, and then back when the pirates came back to Navarre, and at the end of the series, giving Mando the house. I try to really think. Unfortunately, this season, it seems like Picard went up and Mando went down, and which was unfortunate because uh, after the book of Boba Fett and Kenobi, and as much as I like Andor, I was looking forward to the Mandalorian. It's really one of the things that reflamed my love for Star Wars. It's never been, I'll bank the flames. Let's put it that way. Made them hotter. Uh, I mean, while there were some cool things in the book of Boba Fett and cool things in Kenobi, and I absolutely loved Andor. I thought that was a great series. Unfortunately, not a lot of people did, and I was looking forward to the Mandalorian again. I really love the Mandalorian. I like where the last 2 seasons. I liked the episodes that Mando was in the Book of Boba Fett, and I couldn't wait to see what was going on this season. And unfortunately, every series has a bad season, and while not this wasn't bad, it wasn't great, and that's what I expected. It was great, and it just there was so many rumors that floated that like Sebastian Shaw was going to take over Luke's role, or we're going to see the armorer was going to be an agent of the Empire, or the one of the wrestling ladies who was with Axe Wolves. I can't remember her name. She was going to be the daughter of Moff Gideon. I can't blame the people who are putting out the rumors, but some of those storylines might have been better than what we had this season. So, you know, I did like I said, I liked to seeing Mandalore. I liked the ship that they had. That reminded me of something that we might have seen on Ice Rigger by Alan Dean Foster, or in one of the comic books where they had this water world type situation, and they had a giant ship, and I was like, wow, that is so cool. And then when it got destroyed by a giant kaiju, I don't know what it was. I'm just calling it a kaiju because when I saw it come up, I said Godzilla, and then the ship got destroyed. Uh, the new Imperial troops were cool. Seeing Gilead Pilion was cool. That made. God, how old was I when I read him? Well, all the way back to the Heir of the Empire. Gilead Pilion was a cool character, and I love seeing him on the screen. Seeing General Hux's father. That many people might not know that, but one of the Imperials was General Hux's from the sequel trilogy. It was his father. Seeing the Praetorians again were cool. The new Imperial troops were cool. Uh, I'm not sure I liked the new Dark Trooper uniform. Uh, my wife was like, he's just trying to be Darth Vader, and it really did look like that. But you know, get, I rambled long enough. Here we go. At the end of the last episode, Gideon captured Din and was getting ready to, you know, do him in when the fighting took, fighting took place and the Mandos invaded the Imperial base. The new troopers flew out. They fly now to meet them, and Mando and Moff Gideon were having their own fight, which was really cool. Uh, Grogu caught was chased by three of the Praetorians from the Last Jedi, and that was sort of stupid. He's bouncing around a light fixture while they're trying to stab him with their energy weapons, which was just sort of ridiculous. I would have liked to see Grogu do some serious force action on them and choke them and bash their heads together, or throw them across the room. But he really didn't. uh, the Imperials attack the light cruiser. The rest of the Mandalorians escape, and the light cruiser takes a dive toward the base. The Mandalorian who's piloting it, he's got a flight suit on, or a flight pack on, so he's able to escape. The As much as the rest of I enjoyed the rest of the episode. The light cruiser comes down, hits the base, supposedly wipes out Moff Gideon in a ball of flame. That same flame is diverted by Grogu using Force. I'm sorry, something that big, that close, the the impact would knock everybody. The shockwave of the impact would flatten everybody. The flames would roll over their smashed bodies, and then uh, the cruiser would blow up. And it was cool to see Grogu strong with the Force divert the flames around him. But I just don't think it would happen. I was very, like I said, as cool as it was sort of ridiculous. I think the cruiser coming down would have killed everybody in the base. But the Empire, the Imperials in the base were killed. Supposedly Moff Gideon is killed. We'll see next season. Uh, the the Mandalorians have retaken Mandalore and supposedly will nurse it back to health. Uh, Mando adopts Grogu as a son, which I've seen some claims about. I liked it. I thought it was, I thought it was a perfect way. If this was going to be the end of the series, I thought it was perfect. So, but we get to see at the end Grogu and Mando go to the New Republic base where the agent is. I can't remember his name. He was an X-wing pilot. He goes in and tells them that he'd like to work with the New Republic on a case-by-case basis, hunting down the remnants of the Empire. So that'll probably put him on Grand Admiral Thrawn's radar pretty soon. I look forward to that. And then at the very end, Grogu and Mando return to Navarre with a rebuilt IG-88. Yeah, which was it was a nice bookcase because that's how they began the season, was trying to find a way to uh, rebuild 88, and they finally were able to do it. Or IG-11, 88 was in Empire Strikes Back. IG-11, and they rebuilt him at the very end of the series, and he's Sheriff of Navarro. Unfortunately, like I said, it wasn't a great season. Very ups and downs, with probably more down than up. Uh, would I watch it again? Probably there. I would probably watch some episodes again. I would definitely not watch the episode with Jack Black, Lizzo, and Christopher Lloyd. That was just ridiculous. Oh, how can I forget the episode? Okay, one episode. I think it's 3 or 4. Mando's being chased by Imperial ties, and then they go to Coruscant, where we get to see the Imperial doctor who was cloning or working on cloning Grogu. Uh, we get to see him and how his life is going on after the Empire. After he was uh, captured, and he was turning back. Turning leaf, helping the New Republic. When he got involved with an Imperial sleeper agent and was killed. That took 40 minutes, and then at the end, we go back to Grogu and Din. That episode I probably wouldn't watch again either. It felt to me like they were trying to set something up and didn't get back to it. I mean, there was a portion in one of the episodes where the Imperial agent is talking to Moff Gideon via probe droid, but that was about it. I felt that there was going to be. I thought there was going to be more actually, and there wasn't, which was disappointing. Well, that's all I have for today, or for right now. Hopefully tomorrow we will get to see. I'll get to Picard season 3. Like I said, that one took off in quality where Mando went down. I'm looking forward to covering that one. I can't wait to see the last episode. I didn't get to see it last night. I'm going to watch it tonight. Hopefully tomorrow I will do my review. Oh, excuse me. You guys take care. I will talk to you again soon. Like I said in the beginning, please give me a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You guys take care.